Hello, my name is David. And just remember, I'm nobody. I'm just a speck of dust floating around in the universe. But I know a little bit. And the little bit that I know and I learned, I want to share. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to share with you the little bit of understanding that I have. Now, this video is going to be on the rapture and what it means to be raptured. I know a lot of people out there said, "Oh, I'm going to be raptured," but they will not give up this world, the material world. You have to give up the material world or you will not be taken. Now, this is the way I understand it. I could be wrong. Now, if you go through the steps that Jesus had put out for us to go through, now this is important. Now, he gave us these steps, and you can enter into, everybody calls it the Christ consciousness. Now, a lot of things have been hidden. I've been finding things out that's been hidden from everybody, and that's why I'm here. Now, what they're talking about is to be caught up in the rapture is that there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be left, and they're going to be part of the beast system. The ones who will not turn loose of this world will not turn loose of this material world, and they keep the beast inside of them. That's, the beast is the animal, and when you act like an animal, like hate, and I don't like this person, and greed and selfishness and all this stuff is the beast that's inside of us. Now, when you overcome this beast and you rise up into the spirit and you live in the spirit, you drag your flesh along behind you, just to tie you to this world, but you don't want nothing of this world. You're in the spirit. And when you're in the spirit, everything's revealed to you. You're communing with the angels of heaven. You're communing with all the spirits on the other side that has no flesh. People, I call them just people, and they just don't have no flesh. Now, when you enter into that it's just a higher self is what we're doing. Is we're moving into a higher being. Some of us will do it. It's just going to be just a handful that's going to be able to do this. And a lot of the rest is just going to have to keep on keeping on until they move into that higher consciousness. And I pray that Jesus will come and offer. Now, this is the way I understand it. Jesus is going to come and offer this to everybody. He's going to offer you. He's going to open your spiritual eye. He's going to offer this to you. Now, a lot of people will refuse it because they want their money, they want their houses, they want their cars, they want everything but God. You've got to want God first. God has to be first in everything to be able to enter into this consciousness. And I'm just going to call it the Christ consciousness. All right, now, let's get to the point, and I'm getting there. All right, now, these that enter into the Christ consciousness and can stay there without being pulled back in by the beast, like me, if you can stay in that higher self, then eventually you will disappear. You'll disappear from you'll disappear off of the internet, the government. I mean, everything. Your name will just be pulling from this earth. You'll just disappear from everything, and you'll just gradually disappear, and you'll just eventually you leave this world. Now, that's what I would say would be the rapture, because you're just moving into a higher state of being, and when you do this, you will just simply disappear from this world. All your credit, everything on all the computers and everything, you just kind of you just disappear. And that's what Jesus was talking about You know, two would be in the field and one would be gone. Uh, Two would be on the threshing floor and one would be gone. This is the ones that give up the material world. And if you can't give up the material world, then you'll be stuck in the material world. And that's just the way it is. And everybody said, well, I'm going to be raptured. Jesus is going to take me. If you don't turn loose of this material world, Jesus standing right beside you saying, come, 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 and you don't go because, oh, I've got to go work. I've got to make my money. I've got to have my house. I've got to have my cars. I got to have everything of this world and of this universe. Well, then you won't enter into that consciousness. And of course, and that's what Jesus has been, you know, all of his teachings are about love, kindness, and unconditional love and understanding. When you move into that spiritual consciousness, you will realize that this world don't exist. It only exists, well, it really just don't exist. And it has no substance. It's only here for those to develop and become more. And you'll enter into a higher consciousness. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that pretty much covers it. And if you have any questions, I every Sunday I go down to an old church on Shiloh Road in Hartford, Arkansas, and I between 1 and 2. And if anybody wishes to come and ask any questions, I'm right there. I'm going to try to be there between there. I'm almost giving up because there's nobody that wants to be, well, that wants to know God. Even Christians, they just say, well, I'll go to church and that's good. That's all I need. Well, it ain't all you need. But I'm there. I'll try to be there if something don't come up. And, well, may God be with you forever and ever. And may Jesus show you the way. Amen.